The first, inshallah, topic that we'll be talking about is about self-image psychology. And we will get the definition of what self-image psychology as we go along with this lecture. And I'll just give a summary of what was said yesterday in the khutbah, because that was really the theme as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about Musa alayhi salam in a very interesting story. In it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِهِ يَا قَوْمِ اذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ. And when Musa alayhi salam said to his people, "O my people, remember the blessings of Allah upon you. إِذْ جَعَلَ فِيكُمْ أَنْبِيَاءَ وَجَعَلَكُمْ مُلُوكًا. For He has designated messengers, prophets from amongst you, and also He has designated kings from amongst you. وَآتَاكُمْ مَا لَمْ يُؤْتِ أَحَدًا مِنَ الْعَالَمِينَ. And He gave you that which He did not give any other people around your time ever. Around your time. He gave you that which He did not give to the people that were living at your time. And then He said, يَا قَوْمِ ادْخُلُوا الْأَرْضَ الْمُقَدَّسَةَ الَّتِي كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. He said, "O my people, go to the holy land that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised you." He said, the promise, they did. Allah promised them the holy land. It is all yours. Go and take it. وَلَا تَتَوَلَّوْا عَلَىٰ أَدْبَارِكُمْ. And turn your backs not to the commands of Allah. فَتَنْقَلِبُوا خَاسِرِينَ. Otherwise you're going to end up as losers. What was the response of these people? They said, قَالُوا يَا مُوسَى إِنَّ فِيهَا قَوْمًا جَبَّارِينَ. Said, "O Musa, in it are men who are exceedingly powerful. وَإِنَّا لَن نَدْخُلَهَا حَتَّى يَخْرُجُوا مِنْهَا. And we will not enter that holy land that Allah promised us until they leave. فَإِنْ خَرَجُوا مِنْهَا فَإِنَّا دَاخِلُونَ. And if they leave, we will go ahead and we will enter the city." So much of bravery here, that the army leaves and we're going to go in. And in it they said, again they said, وَإِنَّا لَن نَدْخُلَهَا مَا دَامُوا فِيهَا. And as long as they are in it, we will not attempt to go to that city. قَوْمْ جَبَّارِينَ, exceedingly powerful people. The same story is mentioned in the Bible, in a manner that does not disagree or contradict the Quran, but it also gives an extra piece of information that is there. And here's how what the response was. When Musa alayhi salam said to them, "Go to the promised land," they said, "In it are men who are exceedingly powerful. To them," and this is them talking to Musa alayhi salam, they said, "To them we are like grasshoppers, and they see us the way we see ourselves." You getting the idea? They said, to them we feel like we are grasshoppers, and they see us the way we see ourselves. Now this is about self-image psychology. How do you see yourself? Or like they say, when you look into the mirror, what do you see? And self-image psychology is so important. At this point, these people are already, they're saying that we are defeated. To begin with, they're saying that we are like grasshoppers. They will step all over us, so we won't even attempt to do anything. And that is why self-image psychology is very important. How do you see yourself? What do you think of yourself? Do you have any self-worth, self-value? Because this is extremely, extremely important. And this is what we're going to be talking about, inshallah. A Muslim, where do you get your self-worth from? And also when you think of yourself, what are the thoughts that come to your mind? Because subhanAllah, believe it or not, one way of manipulating the masses is telling them what to think. Or is telling them how to feel about yourself, or what to think of yourself. They had a study at Cal State Berkeley. And Cal State Berkeley, majority are, well, let's say that African Americans are not a big group in there. There are a number of them, but they're not a big group. And here's what they found. They found out that most of these students that attend UC Berkeley, and they will be going to engineering school or any other school, every time they're walking around campus, a good number of them, they always held basketballs with them as they're walking around campus. And as they're walking between classes, they'll be dribbling the ball as they're walking. Backpack on their back, and they're dribbling the ball. These people that did this, that were dribbling with the basketball, they hated basketball. And they did not play basketball, and they did not enjoy basketball. But to them, they were told that, the African American males around that age, they're really good in basketball. So this was the criterion that was put for them. So they wanted to just fit in that criterion. So they would be walking around campus dribbling the basketballs. Similarly, you watch TV nowadays, and they tell you, where do you get your self-worth from? And wallahi, there are books. The title of the book is Look Better, Feel Better. Your self-worth, we are told, comes from what you look like physically. And mashallah, if you are a woman, what is the word that they use? The Coke bottle figure. Then, you should be very happy. And you should feel good about yourself. And they've got different programs, Look Better, Feel Better, telling us that your body, your physical image, the way you physically look, should impact what you think of yourself. So now we're told that self-image psychology is derived from what you look like. And that is very sad. It's extremely trivial, and it's also very, very, very shallow. What they're telling us is that you should use your body to make a statement with it. And isn't that what people do? Go around. What happens to you if you've got like big muscles? What do most men do, or most young men do? You wear something that is sleeveless so that you get a chance to show off, or you wear something that is very tight so again that you get a chance to show off. So you are walking around and you are letting your body make statements about you. And by the way, subhanAllah, this may really sound trivial to some of us, but the impact of it is unbelievable. You know how sometimes you'll be watching TV and the commercial usually targets the potential audience of the program that you are watching? Do you know what I'm talking about? By the way, if you do not know what I'm talking about, don't ask, because I won't do anything about it. No, if you don't know what I'm talking about, please just go ahead and let me know, inshallah. Maybe you can rephrase it. But anyways, so you're watching a TV program, and potentially as an audience, the commercials would target you. So let's say like around the Super Bowl, a commercial of a half a minute commercial costs about sometimes up to $1 million, because 18 to 35 are the hardest population to reach. But they know that most of the people that are watching the Super Bowl game are, men between 18 and 35. So this will be the target. Here is something that's interesting that happened. One time, watching a cartoon. So now, the potential audience are children, right? Actually, young children as well. So you expect to see a commercial about cereal, a commercial about toy games, video games, maybe Barbie, maybe Ken, is it now? For the voice, I guess. So this is what you would, this is what you'd see. Wallahi, during a cartoon, there was a commercial, and it was about breast implants. I've got a very important question to ask here. What is this commercial doing? A breast implant commercial, what is it doing during a cartoon? See, here is the idea. Get them thinking that one day if you grow up and you do not have what other girls have, don't worry. We will still allow you to make a statement with your body, and you can have breast implants. Like when the Gap, about 4 years ago, they made jeans skirts for young girls, 10-year-old, between 8 and 10. And the skirts happened to be extremely short. The skirts were very, very short. So some parents approached their marketing department and they said, with all due respect, but the skirts are very short. What are you trying to say? He said, well, see, we are trying to train these girls from a very young age how to dress sexy.